Hello, so in this video we're going to work on some of the negative voices that you might have heard in your mind when you were at the school age, when you were at school. I mean, it probably continues on, but we'll start at that point where some of the frustration may have been born from, or some of that negative thinking. Okay, so again, like in a previous video, I'd want you to think about yourself at the school period. It might not be at school at all, actually, it might be at home, but just in your teenage years when you're, you're maybe living with parents or guardians, and then you're in the school system as well. Okay, so seeing what comes to mind, just being interested. It might be a memory, but just allowing yourself to see yourself at that age. Okay, so I'm going to probably look down just to reference some choice phrases that I've come up with, and we'll just start to work with. So we're working with a sense of just exhaustion and that negative thinking that's part of the depressive patterns. So you'll have your own versions of some of the things you might classically say to yourself that feel true for you, that feel true for all of us, until we start to release and let it go and see things differently. So let's give it a go. Okay, so seeing yourself, thinking, you might even get in touch with that heavy feeling, that heaviness or exhaustion. Yeah. Okay. Everything is shit. I hate my life right now. No one is listening. And I'm stuck here. And I'm really unhappy. And I feel really alone. Don't want to be here. It's an absolute drag. It's so draining. Life feels really exhausting. This heaviness. Just feel exhausted every day. Nothing I do is right. I can't do what I want to do. Don't feel worth anything. Just don't feel worthy. No one likes me. No one likes me here. No one at school. No one at home. I feel like I don't have any friends. No one understands. No one's listening to me. And I'm stuck. So what's the point? There's no point. Why should I even bother trying? It never works out. It's always crap. There's just no point in trying. I feel exhausted. And I'm fed up. All this heaviness. Maybe I can start to let some of it go now. Maybe I can begin to see things differently. Okay, so I want you to check in with that younger you, and obviously you might just be tapping and being in that space right now, and that's totally fine. Just seeing what's changed. So stop tapping. Just noticing what's changed. Yeah. Do you look different in that image when you were feeling heavy and low in that point? And then checking in with your body and seeing how that, any heaviness or exhaustion, has there been shifts? Does it feel lighter? That means you're clearing. And lastly, with the phrases that we were going through, what stood out for you? Maybe none of them, and maybe your own classic versions of what you hear in your head was coming up, and you know that's one phrases you can work on. But just noticing what really was like, oh yeah, that, okay, no one's listening, or everything's shit. So they can be common ones that you can go into more deeply. It's like, why was I thinking that? What was happening, what was alive for me, what was going on at home, and then you can go deeper and work with those memories and using EFT you start to release the strong emotion that's still stuck in the subconscious, and that's when you start to regain your energy, you start to feel lighter because you're not weighed down by those emotions in those moments anymore. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, tell your friends, share it, leave a comment below. It'd be lovely to hear how you got on. Otherwise, hope to see you next time.